Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This time around, we're here to review Madden 26, brought to you by EA Sports. Now, I've got to tell you guys, I've had some time to play this game. I got the code along with multiple other codes at the same exact time. And I'm taking my time with these games, but we got some really great reviews coming. But today we're here to talk about Madden, which is hands down one of the best Maddens I have ever played. So with Madden 26, there's always going to be people out there that are going to say this is the same game that came out last year. Like a good friend of mine, Jared Snaringer. I'm calling you out, bro. I love you, but you've got to play this game. What's great about Madden 26 is the game is utterly authentic. One of my complaints last year after my review was that there wasn't a lot of authenticity in the sense of a visual experience that made you feel like you're watching a real game. And a company that is in competition with EA constantly with sports games, you know, has other games out there that have better presentation and better authenticity of what you see in person at these events or what you see on TV in these events. And I've got to say, EA knocked it out of the park with the realism of this game. Not only do you get graphics like we've never seen before, not only do you get actual real game day traditions, and you know the broadcasting team is better than ever, or you know the likeness of the coaches looks exactly like the coaches, but you even get down to the fine-tuned details of when you're calling a play, having your coach actually popping up with this, you know, bubble of your coach's suggestions. It's not just a suggestion of like, hey, you should choose, you know, I formation and halfback dive to the, you know, right side of the line or something like that. It actually showcases a detailed comment from the coach of why this is a suggested play and why he thinks it could be successful. It also comes down to authenticity with the weathering of the system. The dynamic weather system that EA has added to this game is the best dynamic weather system I've ever seen in a football game. Now, we see this showcased in college football 26 as well. And there's a lot of true authenticity this year. I feel like that's really where EA Sports is wanting to go. Something that makes you feel like the game is really happening in front of you. This is something that is a true to form for EA Sports with their games now. I feel like they cannot go back from this. This is something that they're going to have to carry on every single game from this point on. The realism is unparalleled. The gameplay mechanics are unparalleled as well, because not only does the realism play into the graphical presentation of the weathering or the simplistic aspects of the broadcasting team, or the fact that whenever you choose the broadcasting team, it actually changes the visual representation on the screen with Thursday night football or Monday night football or Saturday or Sunday or whatever. It actually shows different type of logos and presentation is different. This is something that really shows true in the gameplay mechanics as well, because not only do you have realism in the sense of your gameplay mechanics with like the way the characters are moving, but the control of the characters. When you're running with a halfback, you actually feel like you're able to turn on a dime. It could be Saquon Barkley. If it's Saquon Barkley, you know that this halfback has the speed that he has, you actually feel like he has that speed. Not just in the sense of his takeoff speed, running away from defenders, but in the sense of right when he gets the ball, I feel like I could literally, you know, move my character to the left and then cut back to the right without having to juke back, and I actually feel like I'm in control of the character. And it is a breathtaking experience. It's something that I've even gotten back to the point of doing what I used to do and playing this game but then also turning the game into just computer versus computer so I could just watch the game. Like if football's not on, I'm like, screw it, I'll just turn on Madden 26 and let the computer play the computer. And it's unbelievable visual experiences that are happening on my TV. It was so good that both of my children walked into the living room a couple of weeks ago and thought there was a real football game happening right there on the television. It's a very visually stunning experience and a very rewarding experience with the gameplay mechanics, because you can actually tell there is improvements. You can tell that the line is blocking better than they did last year in Madden. You can tell that the breakout speeds and the halfback speeds are better. You can tell the precision of the quarterbacks is better. The play calling feels more true to form in the sense of what organization you choose to play as. The Cowboys, plays are more centralized around the realistic playbooks of those coaches and of that organization. So overall, in that sense, it's just it's one hell of an experience. But something else that is one hell of an experience is the franchise, superstar, and online modes. Now, Ultimate Team, you guys know if you watched my stuff before, this year I played a little bit more Ultimate Team than what I usually play. And I mean, I get it, but card-based stuff, it's just not for me, man. It really isn't. I understand. It's just like fantasy football. I can't play fantasy football, dude. I'm just not into it. But the franchise mode is very, very good. The franchise mode is something that just feels like a new experience because you're walking in the shoes of these characters, but also I feel like you have more control with your franchise than what you previously did. The superstar mode is fun, of course, because it is the superstar mode. You can literally take a player from the beginning of his career in playing football in general to the megastar syndrome, and that is a connection between College Football 26 and Madden 26, because in College Football 26 you could literally play from your high school. You could start out and you could actually upload your own high school into the game, play as your character in his senior year, get drafted into college, run through your whole career in college, and then draft that character from College Football 26 into Madden 26. And it's just a connected, continual experience. And EA is really just knocking it out of the park by doing so. Outside of that, I can't really say I have any complaints this year. I feel like EA is at the point now that they're really starting to listen to what players want with this game. Even coming down to the skill training aspect. EA Orlando actually was on top of this game, and EA Orlando, it said that they rebuilt the teaching tools to help players that are new to Madden or even experienced players get their skill setting up and their playability up by doing better and easier training for their quarterbacks or for their halfbacks or for their team. But overall, I've got to say, I know this is kind of a quick, abrupt, hey, bam, I'm here with this. But overall, I've got to say, it's just a wonderful experience. It's something that I really did not expect to be as good. I thought that it was going to just be a continuation of the previous Madden. But this game is, man, bro, you've got to play it. You've got to play it. And hopefully you all are upgraded in the aspects of your display and whatever else. But I played it on PS5 Pro, and it's great. It is such a good experience. It's such an amazing showcase of what Madden is about, especially now. What Madden is truly about, a visual experience that makes you feel like you're actually at the game. We're giving it a 5 out of 5. It's such a stellar experience, and I've had such a blast playing the game. Make sure to check us out soon for our next reviews. We're going to have Demon Hunters up pretty soon. We're also going to have Mafia 2. We're going to have Fortnite, the latest season. I'm going to be giving kind of a brief overview of my experience with that. And also be having Shinobi and a few other titles. So please make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Check us out at Cinelinx.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.